YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host TKK and we are back with another video, guys. I need you to pay attention to the timestamps. We might get you right to a point where you need to be, but this video has talking points here where I need you to be able to hear me before you start skimming through, okay? So here are the video expectations. We're going to talk about an unfortunate thing that took place, and I honestly did not want to make this content. The reason that I didn't want to make this content, I can admit I was embarrassed to make it. I had something that went on with my TVs, and I don't know. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of context behind what happened, and hopefully this never happens to any of you guys. And there's a deeper story to be told here going forward, so there'll be more content. But we're gonna get this all going, guys, right after this intro. All right, so welcome back to the channel. Let's get right to the meat and potatoes. As I said, I definitely didn't want to make this video. This was one where I was just like, man, I'm not going to sweep it under the rug, but it's just kind of like, why share it? The integrity behind what I feel I do here just is the reason that I'm making this. There's just a couple of things that I'm against doing on YouTube. Number one, I really don't like, sharing TVs that aren't mine. It's just my own personal thing. Though I will get to a point where I'm going to like other places. I'm not really the renter, the TV renter. That's not my forte. I've just, I've been in this hobby a long time. We've been a consumer for a very long time, man, long time. And so since I've been doing this stuff, I feel like, being as organic as I can be is what has led me to, I don't know if you can call what I have here success, but I have a voice here. And I like to utilize it to help people. That's ultimately what it's about. If it was about me ego tripping, you guys would have never seen me, because I've been out here a long time, man, where a lot of people know me without me needing the camera, right? And then this is my second coming on YouTube, pause, but yeah. Okay, so my Samsung S95D, you guys remember that? I got that TV, right? I also have a Samsung S95C. So my issues with the S95C started from me having intermittent blackout issues. All right. I loved the S95C. I went as far as to making it like my main TV. When it came out, obviously it was the first TV to drop. And I even built a computer for it. I'm like, hey, this is Gen 2 technology, 77-inch. It's the baddest. I don't have to wait for Sony because they're not going to come to the end of the year. And this TV is going to have 144 hertz. Out of the box, it's going to be a much better experience than what I felt I got in totality from S95B, even though I got that TV twice. If you know, you know. Okay, so I get the TV, and I'm having a good time with the TV. I have about as many hiccups with the S95C initially as you would with any TV, right? Just small little stuff. It wasn't until I ran into like, the intermittent blackout issue. So basically what would happen, and I've made several videos. Maybe I'll cart one in now. Where does it normally go? Right here, right around here. So check that out if you want to. But I made content on that, and what happened is my TV just got to the point where if I'm using a PC, it literally blacks out. Like just how you see these OLEDs behind me, like it'll go from showing what it's showing to just nothing, okay? And so, I've congregated with many of people on YouTube about this, and a lot of people, well, not a lot, but a couple have spoken out and said, hey, man, I had a Samsung technician come out and they did something with the One Connect box and I haven't had any issues. I've also had some people say that they've had it fixed and then they still had issues. All I can speak on is the issues that I've had, and I've made those present because if you don't record stuff on YouTube, people think you're a liar because they think you're bashing their favorite brand. Here comes another timestamp. So what I want to say here first is a disclaimer, and I probably should have said this in the beginning, but I'm going to say it now. What I'm about to show you guys that I experienced has nothing to do with Samsung outside of like the blackout issues. This was just me being a consumer owning S95C and S95D and just having my own curiosity. I'm not as, I'm going to say, intelligent as the Vincents and those people, and I'm not downplaying myself, but that's not my lane. I don't have any interest or desire into being a calibrator or to opening up panels and figuring out all these different things. That's not what I do, okay? But I do like to test my TVs, and the content, the reviews that I bring are mostly talking points about me just sharing my experience. So what I attempted to do, and I will show you, I'll show you the content because I actually shot this as footage. I attempted to see if, you know, maybe my One Connect box was just broken. I'm thinking, hey, I'm looking at the One Connect boxes from the S95D and the 95C, and they look virtually the same. I even made a video about them, just kind of comparing them, just looking at them. They look apples to apples to be the same. There is something different now that I noticed though. So my thought was, hey, you know, I'll just see if the new One Connect box will work on my S95C. And if it does, great. I'll test it and I'll be able to tell you guys how great the S95C is because I'm using a G2, which is not on the same level in my game room because my S95C that I paid $4,500 for doesn't work in here. So it's just like, you know, I kind of have this TV in a space where it doesn't even get used. It's literally in a dining room table. I don't sit at the dining room table. So it's like I got this great TV that I don't use. So I was kind of desperate to want to get to use the TV without having to call a technician. Buying a new TV, I'm like, okay, I can charge this myself. Well, that wasn't the best thing. And so I'm going to roll in some content. This content is going to show as if it were being shot because I intended for it to be a live test for you guys to kind of see. And we'll roll it and then we'll come back with some more discussion.
Right, so I'm going to put a couple of these One Connect boxes on the screen, okay? We've got the brand new one right here, and then we've got the older one. Now, I've left the plastic film on the new one just to kind of make it so that I could have some segregation between the two. I didn't want to get them confused. When you're talking about a device like this that is essentially proprietary to the TV, okay? There's a lot of different things that can be considered if you're having problems that I was just discussing, like blackout issues. Could it be the One Connect cable? Could it be the HDMI cable, right? You know, because again, this is a device that's specific to this TV. It doesn't work on anything else. Now, I am a little bit shocked that 2003, 2004 have the same connectivity. So the curiosity right here, I want to see if it's actually going to work, because if it does, that's something else. That means that they've been using One Connect boxes, but that means that they really believe in this means of technology. And that could be a good thing, because if they can continue to work on this, then that's great. That means that, you know, my TV from 2023 can simply get a new box, or like I mentioned in my recent video comparing this box to the older one, new technology, new circuitry put into it to make it work, okay? So I'm gonna get the old one connected to the new TV first, just to see if that does work. So I have the old One Connect box connected to the new TV on the left. You can, if you look closely, there's, you know, you can see the One Connect cable. The TV is on, and I can hear the menu and the navigation of me going through hitting buttons, but I can see nothing. So I'm going to try to connect the new one to S95C. So right now we have 95C One Connect on 95D. We're going to try to connect 95D One Connect onto 95C. Right. And again, nothing. Now I have the new One Connect, as you can see, it's kind of got the shiny finish connected to the S95C, and we got nothing. Basically the same thing. Like I can see the little red LED indicator bottom right of the TV, where when you toggle hit the remote, you would get some type of traction, but we got nothing. We got nothing at all. So definitely not designed to work. So I'm gonna switch these things back just to make sure I didn't blow anything up.
Yeah, so that kind of happened, man. And again, this isn't a Samsung thing, though. I will tell you, there's no type of disclaimers or anything that says, you know, use this or don't use that. My intentions behind this content is to be on purpose with just helping people. Now, I know a lot of people may not own an S95C and then turn around and get a 95D. Believe it or not, though, there are a lot of people out there like myself that are just not on YouTube with cameras that buy a lot of TVs yearly. They might upgrade frequently, give to their loved ones, the old ones and things like that. And I mean, it just happens, right? So if you happen to, you know, have one of these TVs, obviously you definitely don't want to swap the One Connect box out. So it essentially made both TVs defective. Is what's happened. So the S95D, it's in the process of being exchanged because I just got the TV like a couple of weeks ago. So I haven't had the TV long enough to, but I can't make content with it now. So, here I am wanting to provide more content, and we will as soon as I get another one. So there's that. And then my S95C, it's just, I can't say bricked. Maybe there is some type of method you can do to reset the TV, but as it stands right now, there's no visual. There's nothing to be seen. It's just you can toggle with the remote and you can hear, things like that. What I will tell you though is that I do have a technician coming out to the home to inspect what's going on. So I do have a 5-year warranty through the company I bought the TV from, but it is covered under the manufacturer warranty. And so that's cool. So Samsung's gonna send someone out to inspect what's going on and go from there, and they'll cover the parts and everything. The guy kept telling me to make sure that the TV wasn't physically broken. I'm like, it's one of those things like he doesn't know who I am, but I'm not gonna break a TV. Now, of course, I got kids, accidents can happen, but I'm thinking he was thinking that like the TV was broken, and I'm like, nah, dude, it ain't. It's not on. Like I can hear, but I don't see anything. So I'm not sure. Hopefully, I think best case scenario is one connect box just got fried from whatever the voltage is. Maybe they got it set very specific to the model. I don't know if it's a size difference because I've never seen like a 55 S95C. For all I know, it could be based on the size of the screen, different capacitors or something. I don't know, guys. I'm not a technician like that. I don't know, so I don't want to run my mouth and talk too ignorantly, or sound too ignorant. But yeah, so I just kind of wanted to bring that to you guys. Obviously, it's a no-go. You never want to do this ever. But here I was. I actually bought both of these TVs, and I'm thinking like they're my TVs. I can do whatever I want with them. But I was really excited to try a new One Connect box just to see if that's that. But what I've learned is that there are obviously, I won't say proprietary, but specific parts in my TV, my size at least, because again, I haven't seen a smaller size of a 95C to be able to look at the One Connect box to see if it's a different wattage or whatnot, or if it's just in totality something different from C to D. If they decrease the wattage or something on the D One Connect box, I don't know. But that's what I got, and I wanted to share with you guys. I definitely love to hear what you have to say. Definitely not about bashing Samsung. So for those, that are more LG or Sony purists or TCL or whatever, this isn't like a not win for Samsung or anything like that. But again, this is just me being transparent, making content and sharing my experience. So that's what I got. Leave some comments. Let's have some discussion. I will definitely keep you posted on the update of the repairs and such because I'm trying to get my S95C back running. Maybe this will get my One Connect box replaced, fixed, whatever, and then maybe it'll be working good again. I spent a lot of money on the TV, and I would love to get it back in this room. G2, I love it. Listen, great TV, but it's not that. But that's what I got. Hopefully, I see you on the next video. Peace, God bless, and as I always say, man, Max love. We out of here.